Good day, class. In this video, I'm going to cover the continuation of marketing management. We are already in chapter 3, and we are going to cover environment scanning, consumer behavior, fad, trend, megatrend, as well as PESTLE analysis. So by the end of this chapter, we should be able to cover the following. What is a modern marketing information system or a marketing intelligence system? What are fads, trends, and megatrends? And then what are the elements of a PESTLE analysis and how does it help in marketing activities? So first, we have to understand how does a consumer's buying behavior work. There are a lot of models to follow, but this is one of the best examples to understand. Of course, it all starts with a trigger. There's an event, there's a need. Merong let's say there's a problem at home, merong bagay na nasira, merong need for food, and many other things. Doon nagsisimula yun. It's what you call the trigger. Trigger are events that might trigger the audience to have an awareness and understanding of the offering. So once you trigger or you experience a trigger, you are considering or looking for the benefits. Sinahanap mo na, okay, merong nasirang, let's say nasira yung doorknob, okay? You're trying to consider, what are the offerings out there, okay? What are some of the considerations or benefits that we have to look for? So you start searching. You search, you start looking online for doorknobs, or maybe you go to your local DIY store, and then from there you choose. Pipiliin mo, bakit itong doorknob na to yung dapat kong bilhin over the other? Mas cheaper ba siya? Mas maganda yung reviews about this doorknob? Mas matibay ba siya? All of those things must be considered. And then you buy it, nabili mo na siya, and then after that, you will have the experience or gain the experience. Okay, when I bought this doorknob, it lasted for 5 years bago siya nag-breakdown. Mas maganda yung nabili ko dati because of this and that. So you have a lot of reasons and considerations as to whether you will be switching or you will be retaining that specific brand. So that's the entire cycle for the buyer behavior model. So now let's define what does an MIS mean. An MIS stands for Marketing Information System. So when you say Marketing Information System, it consists of people, equipment, procedures to gather, sorting, analyzing, evaluating, and distributing needed, timely, and accurate information to market decision makers. So you could think of an MIS system as a data storage. Diyan nakalagay lahat ng information of people buying the product. And then it's connected to a lot of things inside a business, like storage or the shipment. Connected siya kasi let's say nabawasan tayo ng ganito karaming produkto. How much do we need to replenish in terms of supply? So, equipments, procedures, gathering, sorting, and analyzing, and evaluating. So, okay, mas maraming nabili dito sa product A versus product B. So, this entire system is what you call an MIS. And ang MIS, it's very essential because this system, especially today with data analytics, will give us an idea. So the MIS is there to make the business process more efficient, mas madali, mas mabilis. It's targeted towards which products are working, which products aren't working, so on and so forth. And will give us a better understanding of our consumers. Now, what is inside a marketing intelligence process? So, paano ba siya nangyayari? It starts with the order to payment cycle. From the time you are ordering, even registering, your information is being gathered, no? Up until to the payment. Why? From order, andyan yung personal information mo, like your name, your address, and maybe your credit card information or your payment information. And then once you proceed to the payment info, it tells the business how well did they do, no? Gaano katagal siya na-deliver sa'yo. And from your side, how much did you spend? And what are your spending habits? Gaano ka-frequent? Gaano ka kadalas bumili? So lahat yung mga data na yan, those are being stored in an MIS, no? And next, the sales information system. So also, from their perspective, kailangan nila makita yung sales information system. What item was sold? Again, the payment method used. Gusto mo ba cash on delivery? Did you use credit card? Gaano kalaki ba yung item? So on and so forth. Ano? And then, these are now stored and built into a big database. No? Nandyan, papasok yung warehousing and data mining. So they can now review which products are being sold more frequently. No? And then later on, it's going to be used for studies. Pwede lang ipakita yun sa kanilang mga investors, to their suppliers, to give justification, no? To increase purchases for supplies of raw materials or no. And then finally, all of it summed up together is what we call a marketing intelligence system. Which is true, no? Kasi it gives you an idea talaga which customers to target, no? Kaya this overall is an intelligence system. Kasi long gone are the days wherein mag-advertise ka, hindi mo alam kung sinong tatamaan or parang alatsamba lang. Ngayon hindi eh. Napakadali na yan thanks to technology, no? And this marketing information or intelligence systems, MIS is very rampant and very frequent nowadays, no? Kagaya lang yan, no? What do you normally see when you go through your Facebook? Diyan pumapasok yung algorithms, what you see on your news feed. For example, you like basketball. So what you would notice in your Facebook feed, all of the things that are being showed to you are basketball-related materials or posts or videos, right? Kasi pinag-aaralan ng Facebook what is your behavior eh. Ano ba yung mga nilalike mo? What videos are you watching? How long are you staying there? So on and so forth. Now, if ikaw, mahilig ka sa basketball, most probably, the ads that will be shown to you or directed towards you will be marketing ads for basketball shoes, maybe basketball equipment, maybe diet for athletes, jerseys, so on and so forth, no? So ganun na kagaling ang computer and the technology, no? So kagaya niyan, this is your normal feed whether you're using Lazada or Shopee. And then what you would normally see are the items you previously scrolled. Yun yung isasuggest niya sa'yo, no? Kasi yun yung palagi mong binibili. And prior this no advancement, paano ba kinukuha yung information natin? It's being gathered through cards, membership cards. Like for example, you have the Click for 7-Eleven, you have an SM Advantage card, you have a Robinson card, no? All of your data are being stored there eh. No, yung pangalan mo, yung address mo, how much are you spending, gaano ka kadalas bumili, no? And oftentimes than not, these cards are being connected now to applications or apps. I'm sure itong mga to, you can download this on your phones, no? Kagaya ko, I have a Click app in my smartphone because I frequently go to 7-Eleven for GCash remittances or top-ups. So, kung ano yung makikita, yung frequently binibili ko, yun yung makikita kong suggestion dun sa Click 7-Eleven app ko. So, if hindi mo pinag-aaralan itong algorithms, you would wonder, paano kaya niya nalaman na mahilig akong, let's say, uminom ng energy drink or mahilig akong uminom ng soft drinks? Nalalaman nila yun because of the frequency of your purchase. No? Alam nila na, oh, Jason, mahilig kang bumili ng energy drink during Mondays, Monday morning or Monday evening, mga ganun, ano. All of those things are being recorded. Eh. So, thanks to technology, mas madali ngayon yung MIS. Okay? Now, let's go to the general buyer types. Kasi kanina, we were talking of buying behavior, right? And when you're studying buying behavior, you have to know what are the different types of buyers. Ano-ano bang klaseng buyers meron tayo? Well, there are a lot of classifications, particularly nowadays. But you can generally bucket them into 5 types of buyers. No? Hindi natin sinasabi na 5 lang. There are actually a lot. But ito yung general or more common classification of buyers. So, first, you have the need buyer. Of course, people would buy because of their needs. Yan, nagugutom, merong nasirang gamit sa bahay. They would go to a store to have it replaced. Right? May nasira sa sasakyan, merong fixtures, furnitures na kailangan ayusin, so on and so forth. So, they are buying because of the need. Okay? Itong need buyer, hindi mo na siya masyado kailangan kulitin. Kasi bibili niya talaga yan, eh, right? Kailangan lang niya makita yung right fit para dun sa need niya. Right? Hindi mo kailangan ng masyadong maraming advertisement dyan. Kasi kapag ka nasira yung tubo sa bahay, I don't need an advertisement. Bibilin ko talaga yan. Right? Kasi merong leak eh. Magli-leak yung tubig. Kailangan ko siyang maayos. Okay? So, that's the first type. Next, you have the bargain hunter. Yan. Meron ding mga tao who would buy because of sale. Hindi naman niya kailangan yun, ano? But, they would buy kasi they think that they are getting the benefit of discounted pricing. So, yun yung benefit na nakikita niya. Yun yung value na nakikita niya sa pagbili ng bargain. No? So, mahilig yan, let's say, magpunta sa mga groups wherein yung items ay marked down or mahilig talaga magpunta sa mga sale. No? Dumadayo pa talaga para bumili sa mga shops na may sale. So, that's what you call a bargain hunter. Next, you have the impulse buyer. Yung impulse buyer, no, ito yung mga customers na they would buy at an impulse na hindi nila masyado pinag-iisipan. Basta naisip niya one day, gusto ko ng PS5. I have the money. Bibiling ko na talaga siya. Okay? Merong need, pero the need for impulse yun. Ano? Hindi siya basic needs na tipong hindi ka mabubuhay if you don't play games, right? But because there's a hype going on, kailangan ko rin siyang bilhin ngayon, no? Because of an impulse. Okay? So, itong mga customers na to, kapag ka-impulse buyer, hindi mo rin to masyado kailangan kulitin, ano? Or konting convincing na lang ang gagawin mo sa kanila because they have already fixed in their mind that they would like to buy this. Okay? So, that's the impulse buyer. Next, you have the wanderer. Yung wanderer, they don't have anything specific in their mind that they would like to buy. So, may tutulad natin yan ngayon kasi in the time of quarantine and digital shopping, ito yung mga tao na nag-i-scroll lang sa kanilang mga feeds, checking, oy, meron akong pera ngayon sa GCash, ano kaya magandang bilhin? Yung mga ganun, ano? If they're in the mall as well, wala talaga silang intention to buy something. But because they are trying to pass time, nagpapalipas oras sila, no, nag-iikot-ikot sila, it's an opportunity for the seller to exploit that. O nakita mo, bumili siya ng sapatos. Meron siyang paper bag of shoes. No? So, try to offer something complementary to shoes. O sir, baka gusto niyo po ng medyas or you might want a pants na magmamatch po dyan sa sapatos ninyo. No? So, that's how you would target a wanderer. No? Kasi hindi fixed sa kanilang utak kung ano yung gusto nilang bilhin. Talagang nagpapalipas oras lang sila. And that also works online. Kailangan maganda yung how should I say this? Yung yung offerings mo, yung image, no, yung image niya online dapat maganda. Kasi kung pangit yung kuha, most likely hindi nila bibilhin yun, ano. And lastly, we have the habitual or the seasonal buyer. So ito, they would really buy at a certain season. Or regularly, bibilhin talaga nila yan. And these are needs that of course seasonal. Like for example, panahon ng summer. So ano yung gustong bilhin ng tao? They would buy swimsuits, they would buy swimming gear, anything related to going out, no? So ganun din, dapat you would offer something that would match a specific season. Kasi itong customer na to, bibili niya yan at a certain time. O di kaya panahon ng taglamig, ano? Burr months. People would want jackets, no? Yung something that would give them warmth, no? So you would offer that to them, no? Yung produkto na yan. Kasi that's what's needed for that season, right? And it is habitual kasi nauulit yan. This is a cycle. Paulit-ulit nangyari yan. Merong mga bagay na nabibili during the first quarter, meron during the second, meron during the third, and as well as the fourth. Like for example, panahon ng bear months, ano yung mga gustong bilhin ng tao? Food, yung mga hamon, yung queso de bola, wine, so on and so forth. So those are the definitions, no, yung sinabi ko sa inyo, no, the explanation. So the need buyer again would buy to solve a problem. The bargain hunter looks for special deals, cheap and sale. Ang gusto niyan palagi yung mura. The impulse buyer often makes an unplanned purchase and oftentimes triggered by seeing the item due to a well-crafted promotional presentation. And wandering time killer, for example yan, drop her wife or kids in the mall, and just passing time. And then habitual or season buyers, periodical consumers with predictable buying cycles. So yun yung mga iba't ibang klase ng buyers natin. Now, along with this are some changes in consumers' buying behaviors because nowadays, no, because of the pandemic, there has been a change in the way consumers buy. Iba na rin yung ating behavior towards consumption. So yan, no, most of people don't like leaving their homes kasi takot mahawaan ng sakit, no? Some of us are working at home. So pagka they're working at home, limited na yung time nila to go out to buy things. They are avoiding public transportation, no? They are observing social distancing. So malaking impact yan, and I'm sure you have already seen it. Just by looking around, marami mga stores ang nagsara. Marami mga stores are going online, no? Offering online because wala na silang babayarang overhead doon, right? Wala nang rental costs and other fees. Okay? And all of these things have costs, no? Economic cost, human cost to your personal health, financial well-being, and spreading their virus to the family. And ito has greatly affected customers' buying preferences or behaviors, no? Especially this 2020. If you would just look at this graph, nag-aagawan yung mga tao sa store, particularly for essential goods, no? We have seen a surge in items like sanitizers, face masks, toilet cleaners, 77%, 39% increase, 408% increase of face masks. Dati ang gumagamit lang ng face masks are medical people, no? People in the hospital, no? Or those who are sick. Pero ngayon, everyone is required to wear face mask and even face shield, no? So napakalaking epekto niyan towards people's buying behaviors, of course. Since you can't go out without a face mask, considered na rin siyang basic needs. Kailangan na rin siya. Hindi ka pwedeng lumabas without the face mask. Huhulihin ka or you will be penalized. And all of all of these things will impact or are already impacting other industries like yan, no? People prefer online banking. Ayan, mas gusto na ng tao ngayon online banking. Why? Because again, hindi ka na pwedeng lumabas eh. It's much more safe and comfortable and easier if you would do your banking online or using your phone. At ganito rin, shopping is done mostly online. If you've been to malls, ako pumupunta ako ng malls ngayon, sarado na yung mga department stores, sarado na rin yung mga amusement and gaming areas, right? Kasi hindi na pwedeng pumunta yung mga bata eh. And takot din ng mga tao na baka mahawaan sila ng sakit, right? So most of us are using food deliveries. Okay? Tapos, we would just go out for groceries. So, yan talaga yung basic needs na lang, ano. Now, let's go to needs and trends. So, there are actually 3 categories here that we have to understand, no? You have fad, trends, and megatrends. So, isa-isahin natin itong mga to and let's differentiate, no? I'll come back to this slide in a few, no? Let me define first what is fad, trend, and megatrend. So, when you say fad, these are unpredictable, short-lived, no? Madali lang siyang sumikat at malaos. And without social, economic, and political significance. So, sometimes you would wonder, para saan ba itong produkto na to? What is the significance of this product? Meron ba siyang magandang contribution for the consumers? So that's a fad. Madali siyang mawala. No? When you say trend, it is a direction or sequence of events. No? For something that can be categorized as a trend, ito ay isang phenomenon or bagay na naglalast for many, many years, no? And could set the direction for sequence of events. Like for example, the trend for phones started by the latter part of 90s to early 2000s. So nag-set na siya ng trend, no? The phones would come and go. Merong Nokia, may Siemens, BlackBerry, iPhone, Samsung, so on and so forth. It could change, but the trend is already set in place, which is the use of smartphones. No? Nagkaroon siya ng directions or sequence of events. And then for something to last for decades or longer, it's what you call a megatrend. Changes that are slow to form, and once in place, they influence us for some time. So, yung influence ng megatrend lasts for many, many decades. Like the use of computer. No? Since 70s up until today, computers are a necessity. No? Nagpapalit-palit lang siya ng forms, but we are all using computers. So, ano ba yung mga example ng fad for the past years or maybe decades? So I won't explore 2010s, no, kasi some of you may not be particular with it. Tapos yung example natin is in the US, no. Early 2000s yan nauso yung Monster Energy drink. I'm not sure if may nakikita pa kayong ganito ngayon, ano. Probably wala na. There was this iPod, yung iPod Shuffle, MP3 players, okay. Kasi later on, yung technology of playing music na i-transfer na rin siya sa phone eh. American Idol is also considered a fad. Sumikat siya sandali, tapos nawala rin siya. And even Sudoku, no? I'm not playing Sudoku eh. I don't know what are the rules for this, no? Pero sumikat siya for a time and then nawala. Other recent fads are, for example, smartwatches. So, may mga smartwatch pero hindi naman siya necessity or hindi naman ganun karami yung bumibili ng smartwatch. No? You would still want to buy a traditional watch because A, for resale value, and B, of course, for fashion. Okay? So yung smartwatch, yes, aesthetically it looks good, but I guess no, for me personally, nobody wants to touch yung screen of the smartwatch when you're in public. Parang it's a redundant eh. It's a redundant process kasi the time can already be seen in the cellphone. So bakit kailangan mo pa ng another screen for your wrist, right? So unless you are, ako medyo may pagka old school ako, I would still rather want to wear a traditional watch, no? Kasi apart from it being a watch, it would also serve as a jewelry, lalo na kung metal, precious metal lang gamit diyan, no? Maybe silver, gold, or whatever. So there, another example would be BlackBerry. It's an example of a fad. For a time, sikat na sikat siya. Halos lahat makikita mo, especially professionals, they're using BlackBerry. But later on, it was replaced by smartphones. Kasi again, smartphones can do a lot more things as compared to BlackBerries. And of course, medyo mahirap pumindot kapag maliliit yung buttons in your screen. Whereas kung yung screen mo would also serve as your keypad, pwede mong i-enlarge yun. You have the ability to expand or minimize your keyboard. So short-lived lang din tong BlackBerry, Another would be this negative ion wristband. Parang ang promise nito is that it would increase positive ions in your body. Pero nobody has been able to prove that, no? So up until now, wala na rin gumagamit, and for me, it looks stupid, no? So nawala na rin siya. It's a form of a fad, no? For a time, maraming bumibili niya, maraming nagsusuot niya. As para saan yan? Okay, it increases the positive ions. So meron ka bang proof that it does? Wala naman no? Walang studies that supports these wears. So, nakibandwagon lang yung mga tao nung nakita nilang marami nagsusuot and there's a supply. Another would be this e-scooter. Nauso rin to no? Marami ding bumili nito. But again, bukod sa unstable yung paggamit niyan, I don't really see the purpose why you would want to have that, no? Mahal siya, tapos hindi ka rin naman bibilis sa if your purpose is to get from one point to another, hindi ka naman mas bibilis mas struggle pa yung pagbalance. So you would rather off walking or running. So nawala na rin itong fad na to. Another would be this 6 to 7 inch Crocs, no? Parang maraming reports na nakakatalisod siya kasi rubber ito no? So malaki yung chance na parang ma-trip over ka. At saka hindi siya maganda tingnan, fashion wise, it does not look good. And then burger with donuts on top. So I don't see a lot of restaurants offering this apart from Zark's. Sa Zark's meron yan, pero again, parang hindi nagtutugma kasi yung lasa, if you would combine the two. So those are example of fads. Lalabas siya for a time and then nalalaos, So let's go now to environmental forces, yung PESTLE. So there are several factors under the PESTLE. You have the demographic, economic, socio-cultural, natural, technological, and political. Thus, it's called PESTLE kasi each letter stands for something. No? The PESTLE analysis is also called PEST analysis. It is a concept in marketing principles. This concept is used as a tool by companies to track the environment. So ito ay environment scanning tool para ma-check mo how is your environment going, no? Pwede ba tayo magiging successful ba yung business with this kind of environment? Or ano ba yung kailangan ng environment that we can offer or provide assistance for? So again, it's a mnemonic. P for political, E economic, S social, T technological, L legal, and E environmental. It gives a bird's eye view of the whole environment from many different angles that one wants to check and keep a track of while contemplating on a certain idea or plan. So very important yan for businesses to do a regular environmental scanning or environment checking. And you can do that using the PESTLE analysis. Here's an example of a PESTLE analysis done by Coca-Cola. So for their political side, they must follow Food and Drug Administration rules. Ito, kailangan nilang sundin yan at regular basis. In terms of labor, kasi political labor is directly tied to politics, no? Whoever is governing. Kasi kagaya niyan, if the president has a specific law or comes up with a law that amends to labor practices or maybe cuts off a certain labor practice, then kailangan mag-adjust ng company. For example, tinaasan yung, for example, San Jose del Monte. Okay, San Jose del Monte becomes a highly urbanized city. Therefore, tataas yung basic pay. So if you are a plant of Coca-Cola located in San Jose del Monte, kailangan mong taasan yung sahod ng iyong mga empleyado. Right? You have to abide by the rules, the laws of the land. Okay? They must be followed. Yan, accounting, internal marketing laws, so on and so forth. So political factors yan. No? You analyze the political factors. Next, economic factors. So what economic state are we in? Ano ba yung taste and preferences by people? So, ano ba yung income ng majority? Right? So then, we can adjust our products. Of course, pag mas marami yung poverty section, kailangan mag-offer tayo ng mas mura. Sabi nga natin since mas marami sa mga Pinoy ay nasa poverty to middle class, mas mura lang yung kaya nating i-afford. Therefore, mas paliit ng paliit yung offerings ng Coca-Cola. Like for example, meron ka ngayong Coke na sakto, Coke bunso. Maliit na talaga siya, no? Kasi yun lang yung kayang bilhin ng mga tao. Nagbibiroan nga kami dati sa klase, ang next daw ay Coke Lagok. No? Ibig sabihin, maliit na lang talaga na Coke. Because ito na lang yung kayang i-afford ng tao. So you have to match the demographics, no? The economic factors. Okay? As well as the healthy drinks. Kung ano yung gusto ng mga tao. Are they health conscious or not? Social factors have launched healthy drinks in the US. So yan. Needs to do the same in countries such as Japan and China. So ito kasing countries na to, they are not heavy soft drinkers. Mas popular kasi sa Japan and China, eastern countries, yung tea. No? So, Coca-Cola, hindi naman sila mag-offer ng tea variant ng Coke. What they would do is partner with drink beverages na nag-offer ng tea. Like for example, C2, no? It's still under Coca-Cola company, but its offering is a tea. Tea products ang kanyang ino-offer. And marami pang ibang mga produkto ang partner ng Coca-Cola in terms of offering tea products. No? Social factors yan. So next, you have technological factors. So will we be using high-end technology? Meron bang changes sa production of soft drinks na kailangan nating matutunan? Automation of bottling, capping, use of social media, yan, napakagaling talaga ng Coca-Cola in terms of social media. No? Lahat ng mga advertisements nila, very simple, yet it touches the heart talaga. On the legal factor, Coca-Cola has done well in securing all of the rights to their business. So yan, they have the rights to all of the things that they are presenting, showing, and doing. And then finally, on the environmental factor, they must operate in an area where there is no shortage of water. Of course, primary beverage business ito eh. So they must have plenty supply of water in order for them to continue producing the beverage. Now, another part of environment scanning would be knowing who your customers are and what generation they are in. So, I don't need to explain this further because I'm sure most of you are familiar with this, which generation we are in or you are in. It might be you might be a millennial or a Gen Z. All right. And then for millennials, these are the people born after 1985. They are digital natives. They shop for healthcare, likely to switch providers, and influenced by reputation and advertising. And then majority of learners today are Gen Z. They are visual people. They are very adaptable to technology, frequent users of technology, highly sociable, realists, educated, and connected. Yeah, so there you have it. That wraps our discussion for today. I hope you have learned something from this video lesson. And I would like for you to answer the three questions herein. It's going to be placed in your Google Classroom. And for the rest of the viewers, thank you so much for watching. And I hope to see you on the next video. Thank you so much and God bless everyone.